Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As you can probably see, this is a very different format to anything I've ever done on this channel. In fact, it's entirely different in terms of visual format. And the reason is because we've got a pretty big announcement here today. Here with me is a new colleague of mine, Andrew Dodesky.
And I am an American attorney. I've been an attorney for about 10 years. I really love living here in the Kingdom of Thailand, even though I'm very new, and I'm excited to be joining the Integrity team.
And we're really happy to have him. And for those that have been watching, if you recall, I did do a second channel in my own name, Benjamin Walter Hart, over here on YouTube. We're going to be changing that channel's name to Integrity Legal Network because of this announcement, which is the expansion of Integrity Legal. I've been based in Thailand for over 15 years. We've been operating out of Bangkok for the entirety of that time, and it's time to expand. We're getting a little too big. You know, maybe this town's getting too small for us or something. But long story short, I've always felt like integrity was something broader. Maybe the whole was bigger than the sum of its parts, if you will. And bringing Andrew on to help us via, and maybe in a slightly different way. We cover a lot of pretty dry topics, honestly, on the Integrity Legal Thailand channel. Topics that I've been told by many folks, and it's very much appreciated amongst all the audience here, that it's very helpful and how often folks watch us, or me, and I really do appreciate that. Andrew's going to take a slightly different tack because you are new here, and again, as we all know, neither of us are Thai attorneys. Andrew may be assisting folks with matters pertaining to things pertaining to like U.S. Embassy services. I'll get into that in a moment. But long story short, something I'm really eager to watch and enjoy, and I hope folks are going to be eager to watch and enjoy as well, is kind of a little bit more, not lighthearted, but real stuff. Not just talking, frankly, boring legal and immigration topics, albeit necessary information, and I'll continue, much like, you know, cable access TV news anchor, to provide as much information as I can. But it's going to be really interesting. Again, Andrew's fairly new, and it's going to be interesting to watch the kind of evolution that you have over on ILN, I don't know what we're going to call it, but over on the network channel, because it's going to be a much more broad approach while still kind of retaining the ethos of this whole thing, which has been, you know, providing expats information and obviously services where needed, legal services, immigration services, you know, and just general advisory services. And now, especially, I think moving forward, tax and tax advisory services, accountancy, again, all of that kind of good stuff. But again, there's another side to Thailand other than just boring stuff. And Andrew is going to be kind of our point man for that. And Andrew, I'm curious what your thoughts are, what you're looking at as far as things you're interested in getting into, again, getting your feet wet out here.
Well, look, listen, Thailand has a lot of excellent food, experiences, and people, and that's something I've really learned about Thailand and I really love about living here in the kingdom is getting to know people, getting to try different things, getting to have different experiences, and getting to show that while communicating important information. So being able to get out there, get outside the four walls of the office, get outside the bookshelf a little bit, and go out there and actually experience things while communicating important information. So maintaining the core of integrity, which has always been in my view of the channel, has always been to provide valuable information. Still be doing that, but be doing it in a little bit more of a engaging content.
And I think it's worth pointing out as well, one thing we were talking about before we went to record is I've always had a lawyer's hat on, a legal sort of perspective hat, and I know a lot of folks want to know things about what is it really like to get a business set up and going over here? What is it really like to be an expat, you know, and be a new expat? This is really key stuff that I got to be honest with you. I'm getting a little out of touch on it. I became a Thai 5 years ago. I don't have the same problems that new expats are going to experience on a day-to-day basis, and also haven't been around a decade and a half. I don't quite have the perspective on being a new guy in town as well as being a new business and being a new expat business. And again, we were talking about this, going around Thailand and talking to other expats, talking to other expat businesses, expat business owners here in Thailand to provide some insight and information to folks looking to come out, or just maybe to provide some information to folks that are already here. I'm really, really looking forward to that coming from you. I think that's going to be really fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so stay tuned, everybody, because we are going to be doing some different things. Probably different things on this channel, although honestly, with so much going on in terms of legal news, immigration news, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to break my usual routines. But definitely stay tuned over on the Integrity Legal Network for Andrew and this new fun content. I'm kind of wondering what the over-under is on you beating me in terms of subscribers soon enough.
We'll see.
Yeah, but stay tuned, folks, because we've got some really exciting things on the horizon, and we're really looking forward to getting to it.